Frankie Dettori, who joins me on the line now. Morning, Frankie.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm very well. How have you been doing?
Climbing the walls and getting frustrated. Look, we are coping with it. At least we have a date and we got something to look forward to, so not very long.
And are the vibes that you're getting that we are going to be pressing on that date, that we're not going to get any hiccups in the next week or 10 days or so?
Yeah, look, it's still not been completely rubber stamped, so we'll have to wait next week. But I think what the racing, the BHA has proposed and the way they structure the start, I mean, it gives us every chance that we could go ahead and start. Yeah, the government said 1st of June to sports to start behind closed doors, and we're no different to any other sport. And they all got together and put a nice program in place. And if we get the green light, we're full steam ahead.
And I'd imagine the program they put together suits you quite well, starting off with the Guineas and then launching virtually straight into Royal Ascot and then the Derby. There's not too much waste in there, is there?
Well, it's great. We got four-day meeting in Newmarket that suits me perfect on my doorstep. And look, it's going to be fast and furious, exciting, very concentrated. But if everything goes to plan, at least we'll be able to catch up. And by the time we get to July, August, then everything will be back to normal. It goes, without saying that, to save the 3-year-old classics is almighty important for everything, for the breeding, for the horses, for everything. So if we can catch up with them, and then they can have a full season as well. So I think the plan they propose is unbelievable, and let's hope, fingers crossed, that we able to do it.
You say you've been climbing the walls, but I know you're someone who takes your fitness seriously. So you do a lot of fitness anyway. Are you race fit, if you like? Could you go now?
Yeah, I can go now. Yes, of course. Of course, it'll take you. You can. So there's only so much you can do in the gym. I've been riding out, but I'm no any different that as a start of fresh season. Pretty much looking forward to it, and the weather's been amazing. So I'm very close to my top fitness. So I think after a few days, a few rides under my belt, then it'd be like business as usual.
Any hidden talents you've discovered during the lockdown?
Yeah, a few, but I'm not going to mention it. John's horses look extremely well at the moment. The big girl, I see the big girl often in the mornings, and John is keeping me well away from her at the moment, but she looks well. I sat on Stradivarius. He'll be one of the first one to come out as soon as we start. And we got some very nice 3-year-olds, a lot of unknown quantities that they got lots of potential. So we are all ready to go at the moment. Yeah,
you mentioned the big girl. Just for the avoidance of any doubt, obviously you're talking about Enable. Is she even bigger and stronger now than she was last year? Is she still developing even?
She looks magnificent, and she, sometimes you're afraid when the horse is getting older, then they might lose the racing brain. But she seems very alert, and she trots around the place like she owns it, and she's very fresh, and she looks, very alert. So that's always a good sign.
And obviously, it's incredibly difficult to plan. But is there an obvious starting point for her if we kick off on the 1st of June?
Well, obviously all the obvious races, Royal Ascot, or an Eclipse, King George, those kind of races. I mean, or races really, they're pretty much all planned out. But really, all the main aim is try to get her to the first Sunday of October as best shape we can get her to try to do something that no horse ever done in the arc history. So I think not just me or John or Claire even, I think the racing world are waiting for that. So fingers crossed we can look after her and get her there and have another crack.
The real reason I've got you on today is to talk about Ray Cochrane, because he said he was going to stand aside as your agent now. This is one of the most amazing, enduring friendships and partnerships. You two have been, well, what haven't you been through together? It's been an amazing story.
Yeah, you know, I was at Lucas when Ray was first jockey. I was his apprentice. And it goes without saying that I got a few kick up the asses when I did things wrong. He was a great teacher. He was always tried to give me opportunities, and you know, great man to be around. Very professional. He battled with his weight most of his career, and you know, and then obviously, never mind being a friend, but he saved my life. 1st of June 2000, when after the horrible plane crash that we had and we lost our pilot, he was able to drag me off the plane and drag me away to safety, and then the plane exploded. So I know also been a great friend, but you know, I owe my life to him. So and then you know, the last thing I could have done, I asked him to become an agent, what he has done for the last 20 years. We had amazing success, really loved to work for him. I think in 20 years we probably had 1 or 2 arguments, so that's pretty good. A lot less than I have with my wife. And, you know, we had a chat, and he thought that now is the time that he wanted to spend some time for himself and do the things that he wanted to do. And I accepted the decision, but, you know, we had no fallouts, and we're still good friends, and, you know, I wish him all the best. And, you know, I will miss him a lot, of course. You know, he's been part of my life for so long. So, but, you know, he still lives in Newmarket. But, yeah, you know, it was hard for me to take, but I have to accept his decision and off we go.
And there were no shortage of volunteers to step into the breach, but you say that you're going to pretty much do your own thing now.
Yeah, listen, I had, you know, very kindly, I got bombarded by messages that you know, more or less 90% of my rides are for John. I'll be 50 in December, so I haven't got 20 years in front of me anymore. So it's no point having someone that is eager to send me, you know, north, middle, and south, 2 meetings a day. I don't need that anymore. So I can kind of look after myself. Most of the trainers, if they want me, they know my number. So, like I said, 90% of my rides are for John, so he makes my life easy, and that's it. You know, I don't think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there we go. We'll try.
And you were saying you've had fewer arguments with Ray than you have with your wife. I'm guessing Catherine's quite looking forward to the resumption of racing as well, isn't she?
She can't wait to kick me out of the house. I think I've fallen out with all my kids as well. So, yeah, I think the sooner the racing starts, the better family life we all have.
Well, it sounds like you've still got your sanity, and it sounds like you've still got your sense of humour. You've got some sunshine to look forward to, and most importantly, I think we might have some racing to look forward to before too long. Frankie, thanks so much.
Thank you, Nick.